When God prepares you in silence, it's not punishment, it's purpose. When God prepares you in silence, it rarely feels holy. It rarely feels divine. It rarely feels like purpose. In fact, most of the time, it feels like abandonment. It feels like distance. It feels like the door of heaven's been shut, and you're standing outside knocking, waiting, begging for a sign, a whisper, a direction, anything. But nothing comes. No confirmation, no clarity, no explanation, just silence. And that silence is heavy. It makes you question yourself. It makes you doubt your own strength. It makes you wonder if you misheard God, if you took the wrong path, if you're wasting your time, if you're not good enough, if you're being punished for something you don't even understand. But here's the truth no one told you clearly enough. God's silence is never punishment. God's silence is preparation. There are seasons when God speaks loudly, when He opens doors effortlessly, when He aligns circumstances in ways so obvious you almost can't miss it. But there are other seasons, deeper seasons, when God withdraws every noise around you so you can hear what you've been avoiding: yourself, your truth, your wounds, your fears, your calling. Silence is where God shapes you. Silence is where God strengthens you. Silence is where God removes what cannot go with you. Silence is where God separates you from distractions, from attachments, from illusions, from everything that is too small for the future He's prepared for you. And yet, silence is the one thing humans fear most, because silence forces you to confront the things you've been running from, the things you numb, the things you hide behind busyness and excuses, the things you pretend don't hurt anymore, the things you think you've healed from but haven't. So instead of seeing God's silence as preparation, you see it as rejection. Instead of seeing isolation as elevation, you see it as abandonment. Instead of seeing delay as divine timing, you see it as failure. But listen carefully. If God wanted to punish you, He wouldn't go silent. Punishment is loud. Correction is loud. Redirection is loud. But preparation is quiet. Because God does His deepest work in hidden places. Think about seeds. They grow underground long before they grow upward. Everything essential, roots, stability, structure, happens where no one can see. If you judge the seed by what is visible, you'd think nothing is happening. But underground, everything is happening. That's exactly what God is doing with you. You think the silence means nothing is moving, but everything is moving. You think the delay means nothing is happening, but everything is happening. You think your life is stuck, but God is rearranging things you can't see yet. You're not being punished. You're being rooted, and roots take time. There's a version of you God cannot take into your next season. There are habits that can't go with you. There are insecurities that can't survive where He's taking you. There are people who cannot follow you. And there's a level of strength, awareness, confidence, and faith you will need for future. And silence is where God builds it. You don't grow when everything is easy. You grow when everything is quiet. When you start questioning, when you start searching, when you start surrendering, when you start letting go, when you finally stop trying to control outcomes and simply trust. God prepares the strongest soldiers in silence. The ones with the biggest callings often walk to the longest quiet seasons. The people who impact thousands often go through years of hidden work. The ones who will rise the highest must first be emptied the deepest. It doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel beautiful. It doesn't feel spiritual. But purpose rarely feels comfortable at the beginning, because God won't allow you to build your future on a weak foundation. He won't let you rely on validation. He won't let you depend on people who weren't meant to stay. He won't let you carry emotional weight that will destroy you later. And He won't let you step into your calling with old wounds still bleeding. So He takes you into silence, not to isolate you, but to prepare you, not to break you, but to strengthen you, not to punish you, but to align you with who you truly are. In silence, God strips away the noise so you can finally hear the truth of your identity. In silence, God reveals the false beliefs that controlled your life. In silence, God heals the wounds you tried to ignore. In silence, God teaches you discipline, patience, resilience, and clarity. In silence, God turns your heart into something unshakable. And here's something else you must understand. God speaks the loudest through silence, because silence forces you to feel. It forces you to reflect. It forces you to question the life you've been living. It forces you to confront your patterns. It forces you to listen to what's happening inside instead of what's happening around you. And when you finally stop resisting the silence, you begin to hear God in a new way, in your desires, in your breakthroughs, in your intuition, in your convictions, in the shifts happening inside your spirit. God is not quiet because he left. He is quiet because he's working. You don't train warriors on loud, busy battlefields. You train them in quiet, controlled environments. God is strengthening your character when no one is watching, so you won't collapse when the spotlight hits. He is building your humility, so success won't ruin you. He is grounding your identity, so rejection won't break you. He is purifying your heart, so blessings won't corrupt you. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not stuck. You are being shaped. And the version of you that will rise out of the silent season will terrify the version of you that walked into it. Because you are being rebuilt, redesigned, reborn, refined, recentered, realigned with purpose. One day, you will look back at the silent season and realize it was the most productive time of your life. You will see why certain doors didn't open. You will see why certain people left. You will see why God didn't let you move forward when you were begging to run. You will see why he needed you quiet, still, separate, focused. You will see that silence was not God withholding from you. Silence was God preparing you, protecting you, positioning you. And when God finally moves, and he will, your spirit will be ready, your heart will be ready, your mind will be ready, your character will be ready. You will not sabotage what you prayed for. You will not lose what you worked for. You will not collapse under the weight of what you are called to carry. Because the silence made you stronger. The silence made you wiser. The silence made you unshakable. The silence made you unstoppable. And when God brings you into the season you've been waiting for, you will understand the silence wasn't punishment. It was purpose.